Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. We create what we envision and we become what we think about all day long. When you decide that life is going to be different, you must stop telling the old story. Give yourself an edge. Incorporate actions as if you already are what you want to be. You already have what you desire. You want to embody the good that you desire. That means bring it in through spirit, inspiration. You know it intellectually through your conscious mind, but also practice it, rehearse it, become it, embody it, envision it. Just be what you want. Be in that state of being so that it's natural, normal, automatic for you. If you want to live in peace, how are you treating yourself, your family, your friends, your neighbors, the person who just cut you off in traffic? Be aware that if you want peace in your life, it must come from inside you. You must be calm and peace in order for it to manifest in your life. What you send out into the world comes back to you. Whether your desire is for a state of consciousness or a possession, some material items, doesn't matter how big or small it is. Begin at the beginning. See yourself with the possession that you desire, a new home, a new car, happily married, a new baby, your business flourishing, whatever it is that you desire. Take some time to imagine in your mind what it would be like. Well, first, that takes settling down your physical body and your central nervous system, just allowing beautiful divine energy that is always flowing to and through you, and you make it what it is. Allow it to be calm, peace, love, joy, compassion, empathy, respect, whatever it is that you desire. And then see the picture in your mind. So let's take a deep breath in and see if you can exhale even longer than what you inhaled. That signals to your body that you are safe, you are protected, everything is fine. So you might take a breath in to the count of 4 and then release it to the count of 8 or 6, just a little bit longer than breathing in. And one more time. Find yourself relaxed, ready to receive, and think about something that you really want. If it's a new house, go through all of it, taking note of all the details of the rooms, where the windows are situated, looking out the window, what you would see, what color the walls are painted, where you've placed your furniture. You might even imagine having your loved ones there, enjoying it with you. Might wander around and see the primary bedroom and just enjoy that place that you are sleeping in tonight. Because when you go to bed tonight, you want to imagine that you are asleep in your beautiful bed, in the house that you desire. It doesn't have to be a mansion. Whatever you want, whatever you desire, without limits. And imagine yourself looking in some of the mirrors just to see how healthy, happy, wealthy you look. Go over the picture again and again until it becomes real in your mind. Now, all the best teachers in the world tell you to write it down just as you have seen it, with the feeling that the best there is mine. There is no limit to me because my mind is a center of divine operation. I am created in the image of God, and everything that I do is co-creating my life with God, with infinite intelligence. When you can say that to yourself and mean it, really believe it, then you realize what you see in your imagination, what you hold in your heart, and what you do in your physical reality are all connected and have become your life. And that means you can affect it, you can change it, you can become more, you can do more. When you build up your faith, when you build up your confidence, confidence is not the absence of fear, it is the practical ability to stay connected to yourself, to your true self, even though fear may be present. When you say, this is what I want, this is what I'm going after, this is what I want, this is what I prefer, maybe change the words to, I am so happy and grateful now that, and write it out in the present tense as if it's here now. I am that, I have that. Not I will be, but I am. Not I want, but I have. When you practice this over and over, it programs your subconscious mind so that it becomes natural and normal, even though at first it might sound like a lie, it might sound too big, it might even seem impossible. But everything was once an idea. So I've picked up the book Your Invisible Power by Genevieve Behrend, and she talks about visualizing and bringing into your physical experience what you imagine, using your thought power for the production of new conditions. So you've decided what you want to go after, and Genevieve Behrend gives us some things to remember. She says, be sure to know exactly what conditions you wish to produce. Then weigh carefully what further results the accomplishment of your desire will lead to. So you've decided on that beautiful new home. What further results will come from that? What would it be like to live there? What if that was true for you? How would you be living if that was your reality? She tells us by letting your thought dwell upon a mental picture, you are concentrating the active action of spirit in its center, where its forces are equally balanced. Like taking a magnifying glass and focusing on one particular thing. If you've ever been outside with a magnifying glass and concentrated the power of the sunlight in a particular spot, you could actually start a fire. Focus your attention on what it is you really want in your life. Visualize it. You know, if you're not seeing a picture, there are some people who cannot see when they close their eyes, but you could have an image, a feeling, an idea. Concentrate your thoughts on that idea. Genevieve tells us visualizing brings your object of mind into a state of equilibrium, which enables you to consciously direct the flow of spirit to a definitely recognized purpose, and to carefully guard your thoughts from including a flow in the opposite direction. Don't worry about how your picture could come into reality. Don't think about changing your current results. Don't allow your thoughts to go in the direction of what you don't want. Just direct the flow of spirit toward what you truly desire, to that recognized purpose that you do want. Spirit is in everything. You might say, Holy Spirit, guard my thoughts, guide my thoughts to happy, pleasant, loving thoughts. And Genevieve reminds us to bear in mind that you are dealing with a wonderful potential energy, potential, which is not yet differentiated into any particular form. The thought energy is coming into your mind, and you can direct it in whichever direction you want. And by the action of your mind, you can differentiate it into any specific form that you will. Your picture assists you to keep your mind fixed on the fact that the inflow of this creative energy is taking place. Also, by your mental picture, you are determining the direction you wish the sensitive creative power to take. And by doing this, you make the externalization of your picture a certainty. So when you're thinking of your beautiful new home, or having a new baby, or your business flourishing, or walking along a beach on a trip that you intend to take, doesn't matter what your vision is, but decide what it is and focus your attention on that picture. Choose one thing, one moment in time. Allow the energy to flow into what it would look like. Get clear on the details. And remember, when you are visualizing properly, there's no strenuous effort to hold your thought forms in place. Genevieve suggests that strenuous effort defeats your purpose and suggests the consciousness of an adverse force to be fought against. And this creates conditions that are adverse to your picture. You don't have to do anything to force. Don't bring in any excuses or reasons or opposite of what you want. By holding your picture in a cheerful frame of mind, you shut out all thoughts that would disperse or dissipate the spiritual nucleus of your picture. Genevieve Behrend says, because the law is creative in its action, your pictured desire is certain of accomplishment. Doesn't that sound lovely? Certain of accomplishment. You're guaranteed that this will happen to you and for you. It'll be part of your experience when you practice. What is it that you really want? Seeing it done, believing that it's not only possible, but it's here now, it's yours, it's meant for you. And Genevieve says, the seventh and great thing to remember in visualizing is that you are making a mental picture for the purpose of determining the quality you are giving to the previously undifferentiated substance and energy, rather than to arrange the specific circumstances for its manifestation. You don't need to know how. You just need to know what you want. What is the mental picture of it already complete? How would you be feeling? What does it look like? Put in some details. And don't worry about the how. That is the work of creative power itself. That is the work of God, Holy Spirit, universal intelligence. Whatever you believe is directing the energy, you are directing it for a purpose that you want and holding it in your mind and in your heart. And then whether you say the great mind, Allah, it doesn't matter. Once all the pieces of the puzzle are ready, it will naturally flow into your experience. The work of creative power itself will build its own forms of expression quite naturally if you will allow it, and it will save you a great deal of needless anxiety. What you really want is expansion in a certain direction, whether it's health, wealth, whatever it is. And you will surely get it if you confidently hold your picture. It doesn't matter whether it reaches by a channel that you thought you could count on, expect it to come from a certain person or place, or through some other idea that you had no idea it existed. Clients can come to you from out of the blue. Money can come to you from out of the blue. Whatever resources, whatever people, whatever you require in order to fulfill your dream, your picture, what you truly want, it will come when you are ready to receive it. You are concentrating energy of a particular kind for a particular purpose. Keep this in mind and let specific details take care of themselves. Never mention what you are doing to anyone, especially people who love you and want to keep you where you are because they believe that you're safe in where you are. And what you really want is an unknown. It's not yet manifest. Remember always that nature, from her clearly visible surface to her most arcane depths, is one vast storehouse of light and good, entirely devoted to your individual use. Your conscious oneness with the great whole is the secret of success. And once you have fathomed this, you can enjoy your possession of the whole or a part of it at will, because by your recognition, you have made it and can increasingly make it yours. Genevieve Behrend says, never forget that every physical thing, whether for you or against you, was a sustained thought before it was a thing. Thought as thought is neither good nor bad. It is creative action and always takes physical form. Therefore, the thoughts you dwell upon become the things you possess or do not possess. If you worry and doubt, that sets up fear in your subconscious. And if you are fearful, that turns to anxiety. And we tend to suppress anxiety, which leads to depression and dis-ease and disintegration. Don't allow that to happen to you. The more you study, the more you gain knowledge and understanding of how we are all connected, and you can tap into universal intelligence at will. Have faith that the picture you hold in your mind and in your heart that you desire is meant for you, because what you desire desires you. Faith is believing in the unseen. Fear is also believing in the unseen. Build up your faith. Believe that what you desire is not only possible, it's probable, it's likely, it's on its way to you. Get into the feeling of already having it. When you're calm and relaxed and you're in the state of well-being, you express well-being. And when you're feeling good, when you're thinking good thoughts, that accelerates, and every cell of your being starts to vibrate at a higher frequency. You feel happier, healthier, more joyful. And the better you feel, the better you attract. You can be at ease knowing that what you want is going to be delivered to you at the right time, and you are co-creating your life with God. Genevieve Behrend tells a story about a man that came to her telling her how he longed to marry a certain young woman but felt he could not afford to because his salary was small, his work was uncertain. Genevieve Behrend spoke the word of ever-present, certain, unlimited supply, and she explained that love knows no failure. She said, "It is yours to enjoy. See yourself in the kind of a home you both want. Do your part. Keep on loving the girl and believe absolutely in that which lives and loves in you. A few months later, they both came into Genevieve Behrend's study looking radiantly happy, and she knew they were married. The wife said, "Dear Mrs. Behrend, we are very happy because we now know how to use our thought power and hold our consciousness as one with all we want." So be yourself and enjoy life in your own divine way. Do not fear to be your true self, for everything you want wants you. Imagine you are here to enjoy life. What does that mean to enjoy life? What do you want? Imagine having everything you desire. Now, you realize that everything you desire couldn't possibly come at once, just like all the food that you love, that you want to eat in your lifetime, you couldn't possibly all handle all at one sitting. Your life is an expression of your growth and understanding that there are times when you're going through a period of what you don't want, and that allows you to appreciate what you have, what you've gone through, and what's yet to come. Suffering is optional. Remind yourself that life is meant to be lived. It's meant to be experienced. And you can only experience everything that you desire when you realize what it is you don't want. But focus your attention on one clear idea. What else would you love to bring into your experience? Whether you want to climb Mount Everest or have a baby, start a business, or take a trip, decide what it is. Picture it clearly in your mind. Sit for a few moments feeling what that would be like. How happy, how healthy, how successful, how loved, how respected, how well you are. Enjoy that feeling of the wish fulfilled. Take some time to write it out. Focus your attention on it and see what kind of action you could take today that would take you one step closer to that dream goal being manifested in your physical reality. You must think, feel, and act as if it's already yours. Put your energy into what you want and don't worry about how it's going to come. Create a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Enjoy your day. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7. Thank you.